Hi, I'm Gemma Taylor, welcome back to my blog. So, I asked what sort of video you wanted me to do next, and I just got like lots and lots and lots of questions. I got like lots of questions. So I decided I was going to do a little Q&A just to reply back to all your questions, as it's a lot easier to do it like this in a video than it is to keep messaging back the same answers all the time. So I hope that is okay for you, and let's get right into it. So I've had this question quite a lot, and if I'm honest, it doesn't actually hurt, or you barely really feel anything while you're having radiation done. It's maybe like a slight tingling in the area that you're having the radiation, or a little bit of warmth, but you don't actually feel any pain. So I wouldn't be too worried about having it done. It's normally like the after effects that are worse than actually having the procedure done. So after things, it can make you feel like quite rough, and I know myself, I know from like talking to other people, they get like a lot of really bad like burning in the throat and in the chest. My chest's been like really bad, so I have asthma anyway, so it does hurt quite a lot to breathe sometimes straight after having it. So if that does happen, don't panic. Maybe tell the doctors when you see them next of this, that they might give you something to help. But for me, I just use my inhalers and it helps a lot for me. So yeah, I really wouldn't worry about going actually having the procedure done. It's probably a lot more scarier in your head than it is actually having the procedure done itself. So for hair loss, there's not really many tips that you can give someone that's gonna lose their hair. It's it's an awful experience that no one should ever have to go through. Um, for me personally, my hair came out in like really big chunks, and that was really really upsetting to like wake up in the morning and see like massive chunks on my pillow. That was really really hard. So for me, for I felt like the only bit of control I had in that situation was to just shave my hair off, which is why I think a lot of people do the whole shaving the hair off, because it's just a lot easier to deal with instead of the prolonging it and having to go through every day losing a bit more hair and a bit more hair and a bit more hair. If you just do it all in one go, I think that's probably my best tip for you. Also, if you know that you're going to have chemotherapy and you have that little bit of space time beforehand, I would definitely order headscarves and a wig if that is what you want to do or to wear, as they can take, if you're doing it online, it can take a little while to turn up, and I didn't think that far ahead, so my hair started falling out and I wanted to cover it and I couldn't because I had to wait for my headscarves to turn up. So it was a bit awkward and a bit hard. I had to keep wearing caps, and that's all I had to, yeah, if you definitely order in advance, because it might not be something that you want to think about, but in the long run, when the time comes, like, you really will appreciate it. Another thing I would say about preparing, as well as getting like your headscarves and your wigs sent and like ordered in time for when your hair does start to fall out, start looking into like vitamins for your hair and for your skin and your nails, because that all is completely affected by chemo. I have like really bad flaky skin, like around here it's all really sore, and around here, but I have to say, like, I've been taking these vitamins, can you see? Yeah, from the Wicked Gummy Co, and they are really good actually, and these ones are yogurt flavoured and they're all vegan, so like there's no, you don't, there's not, it is for everyone to take, so there's, and they are good. Like, I've noticed my hair's a lot thicker where it's growing back. I did quite thick hair anyway, but but when it first started growing back it was really thin, and you could see like little bald patches, and whereas like you can see now it is actually really thick. You know, I can get a good hold of it, and like hair isn't coming out anymore as much as what it was. Like if I tried to do that before, like clumps of my hair would like completely fall out, and so I really do think that these have really helped. Also, another thing that I do take, obviously from being sick all the time, like the wrenching and stuff, it actually really does like give you ulcers and stuff in your stomach. So another thing that they do is these Happy Tummy gummies, and these are yogurt flavoured actually as well, and these are also 100% vegan, 100% natural, and they help to like soothe the lining of your stomach. And I have Crohn's, so I have a lot of stomach acid anyway, so these are completely perfect for me. I don't know if the tummy ones would be good for other people, but if you are like really suffering from being sick all the time with the chemo, I would suggest looking into that, because it can help, because you can get like excruciating stomach cramps, and it's from the fact that you have no natural healthy bacteria, whereas these completely just like put that healthy bacteria back into your stomach just by taking 2 little tablets a day, but not even tablets, the little gummies, just like little sweets. So they are really good, and I would definitely recommend them. They are doing good for me at the minute, so I will keep you updated with that, as I have only just started taking them like this past week, but I have noticed a difference. So yeah, I would definitely look into getting some vitamins for you, for your hair and for your skin, that just because when you're having chemo and radiation, it doesn't just kill the cancer cells, it's all the cancer itself, it does completely take everything else away as well. So you really do need to look into that too, just to help, because otherwise like your hair can take ages to grow back. I know some people, it's took them a good while to have the hair growing back, and then they said to me like, God, yours is growing back really nice and thick. I said, well, yeah, I've been taking these, and they're like, oh right, I didn't really even think of it. I don't think they do any good if you're having chemotherapy, but they really do help for everybody. So I would definitely look into that if you are going through cancer now, or if you are just been diagnosed and been told you're having chemotherapy. I would definitely look into the headscarf, the wigs and the vitamins, because it does really help. So this one, I've been quite lucky, I think, because my little boy is so young. Like, he understands that mummy's not well and that mummy has to go to the doctors and stuff like that. He completely understands that. But I don't think he realises how serious it is. I think he just thinks it's like when he gets poorly, like when he has a cold or a bellyache or something like that. So I don't think he really truly understands, which I think is a blessing really, because it would break my heart if he was in distress about me being ill. It really would upset me. I know that if this is something you are worried about, if you have like older children, there are books out there that you can order online, but also it'd probably be a lot better and a lot cheaper if you spoke to your nurses or one of the Macmillan nurses, as they can get them for you. And I've seen them, and they are actually really like nice, cute little stories, and that might be something that would help someone else if their children are a lot older, into understanding why like mummy or daddy or grandma or whoever it is in the family is so poorly and why they've lost their hair. For me, like, we just told him we shaved my hair off in front of him, so it wasn't like a big shot, like he just walked into the room one day and saw him with no hair. Like, we made him part of that, and it was sort of like a, yay, mummy's having a new haircut, just like you go and have a haircut. So it wasn't like a distressing thing for him. So I am like really lucky about that, and he is just a really happy kid in general. So I am really blessed with that he's not really affected him that bad, to be honest. I've had quite a few people ask me this one, and there's not really one set advice you can give someone who's going through this, because everyone's after effects is completely different. I think like the universal ones are the aching and the pains and the being sick, and like the really bad headaches to point of migraines. But I've noticed for me in like the last week or so, the scents of smells of food like set me off being sick like really bad. And I know from speaking to other people at the hospital that they've had it like right from the very beginning. So I've been lucky that I've only just had it. But what I will say is like just be bear in mind of that, and if you have noticed that it sets you off straight away to like when you've got days coming ahead after your chemo, to make sure that the food that's going to be made in your house isn't like really strong smelling, just so that when you are able to actually eat and keep it a little bit down, that you're not like ruining it by smelling something else that someone else is eating, and then that sets you off. Another thing for sickness that has actually really helped me is lemon and ginger tea. Now I know it's not for everyone, and sometimes I leave the tea bag in, and before I drink it I leave it for about a good 10 minutes just so it like properly infuses into the water. But I'll keep the tea bag in anyway. But it's really nice in like the way it helps to soothe my stomach of like the stomach acid, and helps to sort of not completely take away the sickness, but it does really help me a lot. I don't know if it would help other people, but I know that does help me a lot. Also, I would say if possible, like if you do have children, especially really young ones, that you have someone to help look after like the little as well as yourself, because there are times where I've been in the bathroom on the floor being sick for like a good 15-20 minutes, to the point where I'm literally about to pass out and I have to like shout my mum to like come and help me. So it's always nice to know that there's someone there to help you. Like, I am really lucky, like I have always got like my mum or my dad or Joe there, mostly my mum. And whenever I just want to have a sleep or something, I know I can, because I don't need to worry about someone watching Reg, because she's there. I don't need to worry about like getting dinner on, or housework or cooking or anything like that, cleaning, or going picking Reggie up for school, because she'll help, or my dad will go in late to work and take Reggie to school for me, so that's really good. So if you do have like a strong network around you, that makes the world a difference, because I really could not have coped with this if it wasn't for my family around me. I really couldn't. Probably the answer to this is probably a bit of the same as the answer before. Having a strong support network around you really does help take the strain off the treatment and the chemo, and it is hard, like, I'm not gonna lie, you will have like good days and bad days, and you'll have days where you feel like you can, you know, yeah, I can go out and I'll go and do a bit of shopping, but like, don't do it on your own. Do not go when you don't, because I only ever go out of the house with my mum or with Joe or someone. Like, I always have to have someone there, because I know like in a split second I can start being sick or pass out, so like having someone with you all the time really. But saying that does not mean like it's took my independence away from like my everyday life, but I have a really good support network, so my everyday life is a lot easier than probably what someone who didn't have many friends or family around him. So I'm really lucky about that. So my everyday life hasn't changed, apart from the fact obviously I'm really poorly majority of the time, and yeah, I don't know what else to say. Like, obviously cancer does change your life like a lot, and there's nothing you can do about it apart from just keep fighting along and doing it. Obviously if I didn't have cancer I wouldn't be ill all the time, wouldn't go to the hospital all the time, would be able to go out and do fun things every weekend with my little boy and Joe, wouldn't have date nights, you know, but what can you do? Right, this one today so today I went for chemo and was given my time and appointments for when I was having the big scans done at the big hospital, scans of my brain and of my body and the testing. This today was supposed to be my last chemo of this round, and I was supposed to get a whole week off, which I was really, really looking forward to. My mum and dad were taking me and Reg away for a little weekend and just going to spend some quality family time just doing something fun. To then be told that I have got to travel to Wythenshawe Hospital for these scans that are being spread out over 3 days, so they're going to be spread out from the Monday, Tuesday and the Wednesday. And where I live it probably takes about half an hour to get there and half an hour back, so it's not like round the corner, which is a pain. To then have to do that 3 days in a row, I really was not impressed. We were supposed to go away for a nice little weekend and come back on a Tuesday morning, and now can no longer do that, and I've only literally just been told 2 days before we were going. So that's actually been like a proper downer today, actually, to be honest, because don't really get that much of a chance to go away anyway, and even though like everyone works and stuff, like everyone doesn't have like money just to throw around and be like, oh it's alright, we won't go there, we'll go another time, because like it's like this wasted money. And I know it's not just about the money, but it's like the fact that I wanted to go and spend time with my little boy and my parents, and just for it not to be about me being ill for once. I think that's what's really upset everyone, because we don't get to have that family time where it's not about me being unwell. So that's ruined that, which is really annoying, because I just wanted to spend some nice quality time and make some good family memories, and that's now been ruined. And Christmas is coming up, so obviously everyone's spare bit of money goes into Christmas because it's expensive, and especially when you have kids. So probably not going to get a chance to go away again because can't really afford to. So that's a bit gutting, to be honest. And yeah, I don't really want to talk too much about it because it makes me cry, but it might sound proper stupid, like, oh it's only a couple of days, your testing is like more important, but like it's such a drain on like you and everyone around you that we were all really, really looking forward to it, and now that it's just sort of going to be like cut short. So, or they probably, well, I've actually got to go and have some of the tests done tomorrow, so I can't even go tomorrow when we were supposed to be. Now I've got to try and find money for a train ticket so that me and Reg can go down and meet my mum and dad there, and then got to sort out paying to come back early instead of staying, as I've got to go to Wythenshawe Hospital for 3 days and can't really be bothered. I know I have to, but it is a little bit nerve-wracking. And that's, so I missed a bit of that out. Yeah, I am a little bit nervous about it. One of the tests I'm having done is to see if I have the certain cancer gene that is genetic, which is a little bit scary, because if I'm told I have that, then my little boy Reggie has to be tested at some point, and my parents will probably have to be tested as well to see if they carry that gene, and if they do, then they will be able to have some treatment that will hopefully prevent them getting anything in the future. So it's a little bit nervous because cancer's like on both sides of my family, and especially bowel and stomach cancer, like both of my grandparents had that. So, and then that's what I have had. So it is a bit scary for me as a mum to think that I could may potentially pass that gene on to my own little boy, or to even think that in the future like mum and dad could turn around and have it, because I don't actually know what I'd do if they did. So yes, I am a bit nervous, a bit scared about it, but it's better to know than to not know, so yeah. So I don't really know what else to say. Yeah, I've just noticed I've got like one nail that's so ugly. One nail missing, that is so disgusting. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, so I am a bit nervous about it, and my mum always says like there's no point stressing until you know, so I'm trying my best to do that. So yeah, thank you for listening. This is just the first part of questions and answer with me. I got sent so many questions and answers, and I really couldn't possibly do it all in one video. Even if I was completely healthy, I couldn't. But I'm absolutely knackered now from doing this. I'm tired. I need to go and have a nap and a cup of tea. Maybe a bit of cake. Probably, yeah. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will be posting the second part to this question and answer in the next few days or so, whenever I've recovered from chemo today and got a bit of time to do it. So that will be up in a couple of days. So thank you for watching. Please keep carrying on watching. It really does mean the world to me. It really does. So thank you for everyone for all your support. So bye.